ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንዴት ናችሁ? እሸቱ ነኝ የአስረኛ ክፍል የሂሳብ መምህር ከሉሲ ብሪጅ አካዳሚ። Today we are going to learn about function, okay? ከባለፈው ቪዲዮ የሚቀጥል function define እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው። ከዛ በፊት ግን ልክ እንደ ሁልጊዜው የዌብሳይታችን lucybridgeacademy.com እየገባችሁ የፈተና ባንኮችን አጫጭር ኖቶችን ታገኛላችሁ። እንዲሁም ከ5 በላይ ቋንቋዎችን መረዳት የሚችል personalized AI assistant platform ታገኛላችሁ። ስለዚህ አሁኑኑ ጆይን አድርጉ። ለሌሎች ተማሪዎችን በስፋት እንድንዳረስ የቴሌግራም ቻናላችን ተቀላቀሉ። የዩቲዩብ ቻናላችንም ሰብስክራይብ አድርጉ። Okay, now let me discuss about function. Okay, unit 1 relation function. Function. What's the function? Function. We have discussed about relations, yes, and we know that a function is a relation. It is a special type of relation, and we know that a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Again, a function is also a set of ordered pairs. But what kind of ordered pairs? No two distinct ordered pairs have the same first component. Is that clear? Those ordered pairs, no two distinct ordered pairs have the same first coordinate. It's called a function. እንደዚህ አይነቱ function ይሆናል። የመጀመሪያው ኮምፖነንት x component or x value ሁለት የተለያዩ ኦርደር ፔሮች አንድ አይነት x value ሊኖራቸው አይገባም ማለት ነው። በኤግዛምፕል ስናየው በጣም ቀላል ይሆናል ማለት ነው። The concept of function, a function is a relation in which no two distinct ordered pairs have the same first element. Okay? A function are often denoted by letters such that f, g, h, and so on. We use different letters to represent a function. The most common are F, G, H, right? But any letter may be used, yes. The concept of a function, the notion of f of x represents the image of x under f, where x is input or pre-image and f of x is output, okay? Don't forget that the elements of a functions are order pairs, okay? Order pairs x comma y, okay, x comma y. All right, function is represented by x comma y, right? Sometimes we write y as f of x, okay, f of x. We can write y is equal to f of x, okay. Okay, so we know that x, first one, x inputs, abscissa means input, okay, input, and y ordinates or second component is outputs, okay, input and output. So a function f is from x to what? From x to f of x, okay, or f of x means y. So x comma y የምንለው ይሄንን ነው። Input we have an output. This is a function f, okay, a function f from a to b እንለዋለን just like because a function is a relation from a to b we have x and f of x. So the components x comma y or x comma f of x, right? X comma f of x, where x is input and y is output. X is abscissa and y is ordinate. X is x value and y is y value, or x is first component and y is second component, first element and second element, okay? Different names. Okay, so the notion f of x represents the image x under f, where x is input, pre-image, and f of x is output. That means x is input, yes, and we call it sometimes pre-image, all right? Pre-image, and output simply image. Okay, y is the image of x, or x is the pre-image of y. Okay, y is the image of x and x is the pre-image of y. Is the relation R 4, 5, 6, 6, 3, 1, 9, 7, 5, 2 a function? Is it a function? Look, order pair በሚሆንበት ጊዜ function መሆን አለመሆኑን ለማወቅ ማየት ያለብን first component x value ብቻ ነው። ማን ናቸው x value? 4 6 3 9 እና 5 ናቸው። they are all different, therefore it is a function. yes 4 6 3 9 and 5 are x values, are x values and they are different and different. This implies that R is a function. Okay, yeah, no two distinct ordered pairs have the same first element. Okay, የመጀመሪያዎቹ ኤሌመንቶች 4 6 3 9 እና 5 የተለያዩ ናቸው። therefore it is a function። ከነዚህ ውስጥ ግን ሁለቱ አንድ አይነት ቢሆኑ ኑሮ ፋንክሽን አይደሉም ወይም R is not a function እንላለን ማለት ነው። so R is a function. Consider the following arrow diagram in the figure. All right, the very important diagram. Look, this is the first component is 2 4 6. Okay, this means 2 is a pre-image of D. So 2 and D, 2 comma D are elements of R1 is. Again 4C, the image of 4 is C, so 4C, or C is a pre-image of 4 and what? 6 for C. The next one 2D, 4C, 6C, and the last one 2D, 4C, 6C. This is a relation R, right? This is a relation R. Look, the first component 2 4 6 2 4 6 አሁን ከ6 ከ2 ወደ ዲ ከ2 ወደ ሲ ቢሄድ ኖሮ 2 ከሲ ጋር 2 ከዲ ጋር ቢሆን ኖሮ ኖት ኤ ፋንክሽን እንላለን ማለት። ስለዚህ እያንዳንዱ ኤሌመንት ኤ ላይ ያለው እያንዳንዱ ኤሌመንት 2 4 እና 6 ከማፕ ያደርጉት በተናጠል ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ 2 4 እና 6 ከሁለት የተለያየ የዋይ ቫልዩ ጋር ፔር አላደረጉም። ስለዚህ this is a function. Okay, this is a function, a function. The first one is function. Okay, it is a function. Look at the second one. 6 pairs with what? 6 pairs with 7 and 8. So this is not a function. Or 2 pairs with 5 and what? 5 and 9. So it's not a function. That means choose 2 5 and 2 9. 2 9. Look, 2 they have the same first element. They have the same first element. Therefore, this is not a function. Is not a function. Not a function. The third one is a function. 2 pairs with C, 4 pairs with D, 6 pairs with C. Yes, this means 2C, 4D, 6C. 6 2 maps with C, 4 maps with D, 6 maps with C. Therefore 2 4 and 6 they are different. Therefore it is a function. Is a function. It is a function. The first one and the third one is a function, but the second one is not a function because 2 has image 9 and 5. That means 2 is a pre-image of 5 and 9. 2 is a pre-image of 5 and 9. Therefore R2, relation 2 is not a function. Okay, domain, codomain, and range of a function. We'll see domain, codomain, and range of a function. The domain of a function, as I have tried to define before, the domain of a function is the set of all first elements. Okay, the set of all first elements is the domain of the given function, whereas the set of all the second elements is the range of a given function. Okay, the range of a given function. The domain of a function is the set of all possible input values, x value, or the first elements. The codomain is the set that contains all possible outputs, okay? All possible outputs, or the set of all possible second elements are codomain, whereas the range is the subset of codomain. It is a subset of codomain, while the range is the actual set of outputs obtained. Okay, simply it's better to say that a range is the subset of codomain. Okay, a range is the subset of codomain. While the range is the actual set of the outputs obtained. Now let us see example. It's better to understand the domain, codomain, and range. Okay, a function f3 minus 2, 5, 4, 1, 2, minus 3, 7. Is it a function first? Yes, 3, 5, 1, and minus 3. They are different. 3, 5, 1, and minus 3. All of them are different. Therefore, it is a function. So, all the first components, 3, 5, 1, minus 3, 3, 1, minus 3, 5 are domain. These are elements of the domain of the given function. And again, codomain, the set of all second possible components, minus 2, 4, 2, 7 is the codomain. At the same time, the range is same to codomain. አንዳንድ ጊዜ ዶሜኑና ኮዶሜኑና ሬንጁ አንድ አይነት ሊሆን ይችላል። ሁል ጊዜ ግን ነው ማለት አይደለም። ልመልሳችሁ ወደ ቅድሙ ዲያግራም ስመልሳችሁ ወይም ደግሞ ሌላ ዲያግራም ላሳያችሁ። assume this is set A and here is set B. Okay, set B, set A 1, 2, 3 and set B A, B, C na D ሚል ኤሌመንት ቢኖር 1 maps to A, 2 maps to B, again 3 maps to B. In this case, look, the domain is 1 to 3. The domain is always a set of all possible x values is a domain, whereas codomain is the set of all possible values, which means A, B, C, D are codomains. Okay, A, B, C, D are codomains, whereas our range is equal to A and B only. A and B. Okay, because our relation R is 1 maps to A, 1A, to B, and 3B. Yes, and ከA ጋር ማፕ አድርጓል። 2 ከB ጋር፣ 3 ከB ጋር ማፕ አድርጓል። In this case 1, 2, 3 are domains. A, B እና B range ይሆናሉ። እዚህ ጋር ያሉት A እና B ነው። range ማለት range A and B only. A and B are range, whereas the possible second components or the possible values A, B, C, D can be codomain. That is the difference between codomain and range. codomain ስንል በሴት ቢ ውስጥ ያሉት ኤሌመንቶች በሙሉ codomain ስንላቸው ከነዛ ውስጥ ግን ፕሪ ኢሜጅ ያላቸው A እና B ብቻ ናቸው ፕሪ ኢሜጅ ያላቸው። ሁለቱን ሬንጅ እንላቸዋለን ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር ኮዶሜን እና ሬንጅ በደንብ ማወቅ በደንብ ያስፈልጋቸዋል ልጆች። ምክንያቱም ወደፊት ስለ ፋንክሽን እንመጣለን። ዋን ቱ ዋን ፋንክሽን እና ኦን ቱ ፋንክሽን፣ ስፔሻሊ ኦን ቱ ፋንክሽንን ለመረዳት ኮዶሜን እና ሬንጅን ከወዲሁ በደንብ ማወቅ በጣም አስፈላጊ ነው። This is best example to identify codomain and range, right? Okay, find the domain and range of a given relation R minus 2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 5, 4, 2. First, is it a function? Yes, it is a function. Minus 2, 0, 3, 4. They are different. The first components all are different. Therefore, it is a function. But we are asked to find the domain and the range of the first this relation. Domain of R, which is equal to the set of all possible x values, which is minus 2, 0, 3, and 4. All first components. Okay, domain and range of R, which is equal to 1, 0, 1, 0, 5, and what? 2. These are the ranges of the given relation 1,0,5,2. Evaluating functions. Okay, we can find the values of a function whenever the x value is given. Okay, that means to evaluate a function, substitute the given input into the function's formula. Example: f of x is equal to x plus what? X plus 5. X plus 5. Now we are asked to find f of 4. በx ቦታ ማንተካለን አራት መተካት ማለት ነው። ኦኬ f of x f of 4 so x 5 ሆኗል። x plus 5 በሚለው ቦታ ደግሞ 4 plus 5 እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው። therefore 4 plus 5 is 9. So the functional value is 9. Whenever the value of x is 4, the functional value is 9, or the value of f of x is 9, the value of y is 9 እንላለን ማለት ነው። ኦኬ 9 is the value of f of x. 9 is the functional value. 9 is the value of y. Yes. But what is the value of x? 4. This is all for today. We have defined function. Function is a relation. No two ordered pairs have the same first component. Okay. And again, we try to identify domain and range of a function. Again, we try to see the functional value of a function. So on the next video we will see how to find the combination of functions. Okay, the combination of functions. እንግዲህ እንደተለመደው ዌብሳይታችን lucybridgeacademy.com እየገባችሁ የተለያዩ ጥያቄዎችን አጫጭር ኖቶችን መጠቀማችሁን እንዳትረሱ። እንዲሁም ከ5 በላይ ቋንቋዎችን መረዳት የሚችል personalized AI assistance platform ታገኛላችሁ። የቴሌግራም ቻናላችንን መቀላቀላችሁን እንዲሁም የዩቲዩብ ቻናላችን ደግሞ ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። በተጨማሪም በእኛ ላይ የሚኖራችሁን ማንኛውንም አይነት አስተያየት ሆነ ማንኛውንም አይነት ኮሜንት ከማስፈር ወደ ኋላ እንዳትሉ። የሂሳብ መምህራችሁ እሸቱ ነኝ። በሚቀጥለው ቪዲዮ እስከምንገናኝ ሰላም ሁኑ።